channel. I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and I'm going to upload this video today. I think I'm just going to try to do something every day. I'm doing my hair now, which might be significant. It's getting done again tomorrow because I have green hair right now, which is super neat for the holidays, but I think it's time to get it out of my hair, and I'll just put in hair dye if I want it. I wish they had like a dye that just like sprayed Christmas trees in your hair. That would be so freaking awesome. Anyway, so I received an outlaw notice from the district where I've been working since August, and I was super stressed out about it. Super stressed out. It was a shock. It wasn't one of those. We're gonna give you a verbal, written, written, verbal, just Atwell, just like just sort of like Annie. It's like, oh, can you step backstage and come to my office? That was Kathleen Turner. And okay, when you get dressed with an adult costume meeting. And so I was like, okay, sure. And I go backstage into her office, and they hand me this fax from Marvin Krause, who's now deceased, telling me that by the blah 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 section of the Equity Employment Handbook, blah blah blah, we're giving you your month's notice. This is January 10th. I think my month was February 9th. Anyway, it was sort of like that, except worse, because they didn't want it. I didn't get a month. They just did, here you go. And I'm only working part-time, and I wasn't picking up para jobs because I would call the schools, as suggested by someone else in the district. And this woman she was rude too, because the Asian guy that I was working with that day in the para room went to her and told her that I wasn't doing anything he said, and I was doing everything he was telling me to do. So I just left the campus after that. Because I had such a great relationship in the kindergarten room, which was, oh my god, it was so fantastic. I love this little kinders. Freaking amazing kinders. Anyway. And the teacher in the classroom, also an Asian, so even if I'm a racist cow, was great. So anyway, so I took the principal's suggestion about para work, and you should call the district first, and I think I had done that in the past, but that just sort of reinforced the fact that I should do it. So I emailed the district where I was interested in taking an assignment recently, and they're like, by the bloody blah code of the Hita Haw, I cannot give you any information about the student, what you'll be doing. Kids, it's for my safety too. Like, some of the kids are huge, they're big, and I wouldn't be able to, if there was a physical issue or an aggression, because there are instances in the classroom where the students are aggressive. I wouldn't be able to defend myself. So I wanted to be careful as to which rooms, I was in. So it's not a ridiculous question. I've worked in many para rooms, so it's not. So she refused to give me any information, and so I opted out of that assignment. But I opted actually out of all para assignments. So I wrote to the sub-services and I had them remove me from the para list. And then all of a sudden my job disappeared. I could just, all I need are a few sub-assignments, so it's fine. So, and they didn't give me a reason, so there's no cause. I'm sure they're trying to make it up now, though. Because that's usually the way it goes on the back end. So I'm hoping somebody has a footprint of everything going on their computer, like all email correspondence, and what the time and day that it's happening. Because any after requests would be suspect. So sure they can do it on the back end. I just realized the end of the table. Hey, can you lie about this girl? So we can take her in and everything. We'll give you $1 billion trillion if you do it. So and there's all that corruption in any state in America, and probably in other countries too. I'm sure, but definitely California. So anyway, I left a message on the HR director's machine today after speaking with another manager who was having to repeat everything that I just told her. And I think I had mentioned it at least, I think, and they probably were recording, I had mentioned it at least twice. And with much clarity, I mean, I don't know. People bitch at me because I'm like, I don't sound black. I might sound a little more black now, black, because of all the shit that I've been through. I've just gone high black into my 60% blackness. And so there's a little black in there. Like the Detroit, because I was born in Southfield, came out. It comes out. It peeks out every once in a while. But I don't think normally, especially when I'm around other whites, it just slips right into Palo Alto white. An anchor white, anchor-ish. So most of the time, I'll never forget when I was working over the station down the street, and I was talking with somebody on the phone who was headed to the station to pick up something. I can't remember. And when he got in, he was just like looking at me like, "Oh my God, was I talking to you?" Whatever. This hair. This is a joke. Yeah, you were. Anyway, so I'm praying that everything will be okay moving forward. Because I don't think I should ask anything that evil during the holidays. You just terminated me. Like, how many days is it till Christmas? Thank you for that incredible notice. Even Annie people waited until after Christmas to tell me that I was going to no longer be with their sorry-ass show. Okay, so, and there's no relationship whatsoever. Like, I'm only making a relationship in that context and in no other context. There is no other context in which to make the relationship. Really, there isn't. Even in the children's context, there's no other context. And definitely not I'm just going to say that. In no other context, totally and completely professional at all times, except for this. That was just ew. So I left a message, and I tried to be as professional as possible, even though I'm still very, very upset about it. So that probably came out in my voice. But I was about this tone. So hopefully it's we're still not, oh my God, she's going to come to campus and terrorize people type of response. Okay. I'm not asking for my job. You guys have a nice day. Happy holidays. You get what you get, so don't throw a fit.